So Cornerstone Funding, what do? We help, I call myself a church financing advocate. And by advocate, what I mean is that I help you understand and prepare for and execute the lending process for your organization, both church and schools. By the way, did I do that? I forgot to mention that all of the pictures you're seeing up here are different clients I'd had the good fortune of working with over the years. So while we're picture free here, so really my process is twofold. First off is the internal, and second is the external. The internal part is where I would evaluate your organization with my banker hat on. I would look at you the same way that I looked at other organizations. Where are your strengths and where are your weaknesses in preparation to go obtain a loan for financing? I would be engaging with you at the same time. BGW and Collage or your builder is working with you. You have an idea. Our project is $6 million. Our project's $3 million, whatever. I would help you understand, here's your strengths and weaknesses on what you want to borrow today and how that process would work. Once we have identified what those weaknesses are, and we then create mitigants, how are we going to overcome those mitigants and get a plan in place to address those mitigants? Only then do we go talk to the bank world. And so I've come to represent in my new role here about 50 banks across the country. I don't go talk about you to those 50 banks until we've addressed, your strengths and weaknesses and put a plan in place. And so for that reason, my approval rate, knock on wood, 100% as I stand before you today, because again, I was the guy that approved the loans. I know what the banks are looking for, and I just don't put you in a place where you're going to fail. So we work through that before we go talk to them. So I put my presentation to the banks is about 20 pages long when it's all said and done. Cash flow, debt service, all that banking things. I present that to about 10 banks. Usually I get back 3 to 5 written offers of financing, and that is when the fun starts. What I mean by that is you are now not asking the bank for a loan. You are now interviewing those 3 to 5 banks. Which of them do you want to work with? So that's a whole different thing and a lot of fun. We have those banks negotiate essentially against each other to improve their term sheets, and then you will ultimately pick the lender of your choice. So that is the process to help you get from where you are to where you want to be on that lending tree.